stand up for what you believe in and this country. It's not enough.
I think one of the things I talk about in the book is...
I just watched a really great talk by Baroness Warsi with Rachel Shabi. Baroness Warsi was first Muslim woman in cabinet. Rachel Shabi is a Jewish speaker, writer. And I certainly agreed with what they said. For both of them, be careful. There are weird people who are taking money from Arabs, saying that you guys are my trainers. They're saying that they introduced you to me, which is really weird. Just be careful. They are pretending they're associated with you and associated with me, and then going to my funders, as you can imagine, I have a lot, and saying, yeah, we're with her. They're not in my team, everybody. They are not in my team. Baroness Warsi, however, I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths before. I put my hand up because there was one thing I wanted to ask, is I have, of course, noticed a massive rise in fascism, particularly, and not much pushback for it. A lot of people just kind of milling about, being weird, but that's about it. I feel like I wanted to ask, well, in fact, I will ask her. I think that racism is it's definitely had spikes. There was a racism spike when we were growing up in the 80s, for sure. And then I believe there is a massive spike now as well. It's a real problem. The stats, the crimes show, I'm sure published police data show. We also know that terrorists are usually far right. They're football hooligan related as well. It's a published stat. This is government data that everybody knows, and that's why it's kind of always interesting that they profile Muslims as terrorists, because statistically that's just not true. I think that it's extremely important to, as the one brown woman in many of these spaces, particularly tech spaces. I'm sorry, darling. At the moment, particularly these tech spaces who seem to control governmental policy as well, particularly data and profile, there are not many experts, particularly brown Muslim women, and yet we are the target. I shall speak to the Baroness.